All right. So got a list of things. First thing to like really briefly go over, because I think we're gonna have another meeting about this, is the webinar stuff. Mila, do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So Jeremy and I met a little while ago. I think it was Sunday. Yeah, last Sunday. We talked a little bit about marketing. So Jeremy made this really nice document um, that sort of goes over like our target audiences and everything to do with marketing for this webinar. And we just kind of started working on that. And oh yeah, we all did that. Sorry. And um, we we started making some posts and drafting a little bit of an email for actually sending the stuff out. So I guess that's just kind of stuff that slowly needs to start getting done, like making those kinds of things. I don't really have a plan for that, but that is my update on that front. If you want to add anything, Jeremy.
Yeah, I think we were thinking also about having some sort of like volunteer Zoom like we had last time with making all the like visuals and stuff. So that might be coming in soon. And also I texted Zach about this because he's got good ideas, and I'll clip all of these into um like into Word format, and we can kind of poll on like which title we think is good. Like I feel like one of my favorite ones is like insider vaccine. I'm not gonna say it, never mind. But I have a favorite in there.
Insider Vax Innovations.
Yes, something like that. I like the insider like Vax innovations, like that sort of genre of things. Yeah, that line I like. All right, so that's that. We're gonna probably look for a weekend meeting to really flush that out, but that's coming up. And then Josh and Aditya are still going to be working on their senior project. I'm not really sure what sort of updates they want to give about that. If you want to give anything.
So we are actually we haven't really started that much yet, but we will be. We're gonna meet with Jeremy at some point, and then try to make it so that Care for Them could use it in like a future class. So it's gonna be as specific as possible. You guys can join in and help too, because we'd like appreciate any input. I know Mila did a lot of work on it already, so we'd love to use Mila's help too. So yeah.
Sweet. And then I'm going to share my screen. So spent a little bit of time cleaning up our Google Drive. And so this is our Google Drive. If we go to courses in curric, I have this curric outline. And I kind of made this little schedule thing, a to-do list. And so I'm going to present that right now. And then I'm going to ask for some feedback and see how legit this is. And then also we are going to push this pretty heavily as we do the webinar stuff. So hopefully we can balance all of it, but it shouldn't be too bad as I have like a potential workload here. So if you look through, most of this should be doable within like a week. All right, so my first sort of brainstorm step is defining a purpose for the curriculum, then choosing a course title. Well, this is easy stuff. And then next is starting with figuring out a curriculum where you have overarching questions. So these are big ideas, kind of like pills. If I wanted to talk about drugs, that would be like, what are the impact of this, that in your body? And then that would be like the overarching thing. And then I'd try and figure out some essential ones, like what does Tylenol do? What does, like, all of these little questions in. And I want to also frame these two with real life problems and real life sort of questions that you are going to be able to apply. So if we can create some sort of targeted question, a real life application, and then come up with these, even better. And so this stuff is going to be more time consuming. And then once we're done with having the overall game plan, like the skeleton, make a curriculum, and kind of with this is like the starting date. So I think I planned this to be like less than a week, and then this to be a week, this to be a week, this to be a week. So most of the things in here are going to be a week. And then right here, check in with doctors and teachers. I have 2 weeks planned out, only because asking them takes time and also getting their feedback takes time. So after we kind of have all of these things done, I think it might be a good time to revise and check in with teachers. And we can definitely ask earlier to save on time. And so if we keep going down after we have all the frameworks of the curriculum, basically we're going to be done with the curriculum here. And then now we're going to do course agenda and figure out the timing of teaching this sort of stuff. So figuring all of that out takes this much time. It's around a month to do. So it's half and half figuring out the curriculum, half figuring out the course agenda. And then once again, after we're done with like crafting teaching materials and figuring all of that out, we check in with the professionals again. And obviously it's good to start this sort of stuff earlier. And the first sort of test of this is teaching it to ourselves. And one of the things that I wanted to cover is we currently still don't have the background checks. So preferably we choose someone who is under the age of 18 to teach our initial course. And then that way we can like bypass that, but we can also figure out that sort of stuff later. And then this is where we pilot the course with like actual students. So, and we can start that August. So this is kind of the game plan. It's not actually overly ambitious. I think it's just right, because if you look on like the right side, all of this can kind of be done in a week because it's not too much time. But it's just trying to coordinate everything that takes a lot of time. So curious what all of your thoughts are.
It's definitely something that's easy to track and do. I like the outlines, pretty organized. We can just follow that.
Any questions so far on what exactly each of the steps are? Okay, cool. So we all understand everything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of just looking at it, but if I have any questions, I'll like chime in, but I'm still kind of like getting a gist.
Mm-hmm. So look, it does look ambitious, but I can pretty much guarantee this is doable. When I was making all of this out, I kind of planned on 3 people working on the curriculum full time. And so with 3 people, I think this is pretty manageable and it shouldn't take too long. So I think the big critical areas are going to be revising it and asking for feedback onto it, because I'm pretty sure the feedback that we're going to get should be insightful and will require a lot of edits to make that feedback kind of like respond to that feedback. So hopefully that sort of thing goes smooth and takes less time than it actually needs. All right. And then I think Josh and I are probably going to work on that on Friday. So after we do that, we'll definitely give a little update. And if anybody is free at like 9 a.m. in the morning, I know you guys have school, but
I don't.
you don't? Okay. Well, you can come over too then. So only Mila in this room is still high school. Yeah. Zach, you can come over if you want. I don't know if you're at home, but we're going to be working on the curriculum and then we'll definitely update. Or if Mila, you have a free period on Friday, we can also, no? Okay.
I just checked.
Where am I going again?
It's okay. You can come to my house if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, we're probably going to work on it and then give a whole update, and hopefully we get like hopefully we get the whole curriculum done.
Yeah. I
but-
was kind of thinking on the off topic about like when we're starting in-person meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'll get to not that, but something more fun than that along the same lines later. Okay, so that's yes. Yeah, as always, if you guys have any questions, just ask. Next thing, send out, a lot of you guys have seen it, send out the team structure sort of new game plan. That thing, like, currently nobody has said anything weird about it yet, like that this isn't, or they haven't pointed out any glaring issues. So as of now, still kind of want to do this, but probably going to most likely implement this after Mila is done with school and after school is done, and then more info will come out with that. But as always, like, just check over it, look into it. If you have any questions, just ask. All right. Okay. Now we have fun stuff. So if you need to leave, like, it's okay now. So now that I'm back and hopefully back for a little bit, I have like all these certificates that you guys all deserve and to make everything formal to sign off on. So thinking about doing like a fun social, not like a work thing. Like a work campfire thing that we can all do. So hopefully like after school or something like that, if you guys want to come over and do like a campfire thing and sign certificates and then take them home with you,
Yeah.
that would be
Also,
Mhm.
I can host stuff if you want as well.
You can what?
Host stuff as well if you want.
Got it. Yeah, that works too. We can definitely do something fun. Estimated time, maybe like after school, before school. Earlier is definitely better for me just because of how wonky my summer is. But
Yeah, I'm leaving on a trip. I probably should have told you about this, honestly. I'm leaving on a trip on the 14th, and that's gonna be for a while, so I'm gonna have to be completely virtual and like everything.
Oh wait, where are you going?
All across the US, dog.
Is
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Sounds so fun.
that where are you going for college?
George Washington
Oh right,
University.
yeah.
dude, you're gonna be close. I'll come and visit.
Is it near
Yes, sir.
Baltimore?
Washington, D.C., one train ride away.
Oh damn. Oh, George Washington, Washington D.C.
Yeah, I legit just visited that
Really?
this past semester. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, my
so when you say before school versus after school, do you mean like timing?
Yeah, like if we can do it next week, that would be optimal. But I don't know how school works. So, and also we're missing like half the team here. So
Detached from the lives of a high school student. You
yeah,
guys are all out of high school. This is so unfair.
Yes, sir. I
Guys,
love not doing school.
why do you leave me alone?
You want me to come back and just lurk around campus staring at students?
Yes. Good plan.
we also got to get Jaden back active, right? Oh wait, he's also in school. Never mind.
Yeah, he's in school.
Yeah, never mind.
Aditya can't make it on Friday because he has to do his dad needs a doctor appointment, and then he has AP French exam at 1. So
Dang, yeah, that's all right.
Oh,
Okay.
I have my AP Spanish on that day. So I won't be in English.
yo no hablo español.
Neither do I.
Puedo tomar su azúcar. That's the only Spanish I know.
That's a little odd.
Wait, Mila, I thought you take Chinese.
No, I didn't. I took it as an elective last year because I had a free.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Did it for fun. Isa and I had like a free
Mhm.
and on D block, and we both wanted to take another language, so we just like took Chinese 1, and we didn't have any room for it this year, so we couldn't keep going.
Yeah, that was me 2 years ago because I did Chinese and Latin up until junior year, and then Mankowski's like, you have to drop one. I was like, bruh. So I had to drop Chinese. It's kind of tough.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. It's kind of sad because like I feel
Because
like
I would have chosen Chinese over Latin any day, but my schedule was so whack that year. It was just
I've
I
started
I
to
was
sorry.
Go ahead. I don't have anything to say.
I've started to consider the possibility that I'm bad at just language learning in general. It's really sad, but I put so much effort in, and it doesn't stick the same way like other things do.
We need to have like full assimilation, just drop you off in like the middle of a country and like see what you pick up.
You know me.
That might work.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give my weekly recap. So this week, oh wait, let's
Filters.
put on the filters. Yeah.
Tisk tisk.
Yeah, I talked about this in my LinkedIn episode too. And
I
I forgot.
remember that.
Hey, filters don't work for me, so I'll be upside down.
Oh, this isn't like the Snapchat one where if you open your mouth, it looks like you're opening your mouth. Oh well.
Oh, guys, there are no filters that look good on me.
Put on a beard. You need a beard.
That's the last thing I need. I'll do this.
All right, you ready? So this week, did a lot of webinar stuff, and we decided that we need a volunteer meeting this weekend to hash out all the freaking visual resources that we're going to use for advertising. And then after we have all the advertising bits planned out, we can then move on to actually contacting schools, contacting people, mass emailing, mass just posting on Instagram and stuff like that. So the first step, once again, just have a volunteer meeting where we just make all these visuals. And then with the curriculum, we're going to have like a curric meeting on Friday in person and really write out as much of the curriculum as possible. And we also looked on a to-do list that you can check in the full weekly Wednesday video for that. But we now follow a 2-month to-do list. And hopefully by the end of the 2-month, we can go and start piloting the courses. We also looked at team structure, which we're going to start implementing something new in like 2 more weeks after everybody's done with school. So that's that. And we also looked into having a fun in-person social, and that sadly will not be on YouTube, but hopefully if people see this, then they can contact and join if they want. Sweet.